everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie, and this channel is chronicling my journey of living my best life with multiple chronic health conditions. Today I will give you guys an update as to how my appointment in Philadelphia went with their mitochondrial center, and then the next video will probably be how the physical therapy appointment went. I don't think I'll be able to get them both in one video, but we shall see. So, the appointment did not go as planned. The few days leading up to my appointment, when I started posting on Facebook, so sort of asking what to expect, I was getting some stories from other patients who did not have a good time there. They did not have a good experience, and that has sort of went against everything else I had heard. So I started trying to mentally prepare myself for things to not go well. It doesn't seem like things went as bad as they did with some others, but they weren't... I don't know how useful the appointment's going to be in the long run. In short, even though they will see you for an initial appointment if you do not have a genetically confirmed mitochondrial disorder, from my understanding, they do not keep you as a patient if you do not have a genetically confirmed mitochondrial disorder. This could be either sort of like the normal genetics, where they either do like a blood work or a cheek swab or urine test or a muscle biopsy genetics. So I've already had whole exome sequencing, so what they were able to offer me, because I do have Medicare, is whole genome sequencing. So that was sent out, and that was done through urine, because apparently urine is a better medium to test than either blood, saliva, or the cheek swab. So that was sent out. Genetic test takes months to come back, so I won't know for months whether they will continue or whether they will see me as a patient or not. I did ask them what happens if it's negative, and they said like they don't plan to pursue any other testing at this time because my constellation of symptoms doesn't fit into any known mitochondrial disease. Basically, if mitochondrial disease A has symptoms 1, 3, 5, and 7, mitochondrial disease 3 has 2, 4, 6, 8, mitochondrial disease C has 1, 2, 4, 6. I might have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. So I have a lot of symptoms, but they just don't fit neatly into any one box. And the reason I was told for this is because they want to make sure their patients are eligible to participate in research if they so choose. And if they are not genetically confirmed, that's often one of the sort of first layers to get into a research study for mitochondrial disease is a genetic diagnosis, and that is why those are the patients they work with. Obviously, that's not ideal for the other 40+% of patients who do not currently have a gene identified for the cause, but they do indeed have mitochondrial disease. I'll just have to see what happens when the testing comes back in a few months, but I am not holding my breath. Then, just to briefly touch on the physical therapy, because that's going to be a much longer video, it was a very thorough evaluation. I've never had a full physical therapy evaluation before. Every time I've gone to physical therapy, it's always been for an injury. So there wasn't a lot of testing of like the full body. This was very thorough. They tested strength, they tested balance, they tested endurance, they tested dexterity, they tested fine motor control, they tested a lot. It was rather exhausting, and the results were not good. Sorry, I have some post-nasal drip or whatever, and I'm just having trouble clearing it this morning. But yeah, I knew I had problems with my fine motor control, but it's never been to the degree that a neurologist has said there was a problem with my fine motor control. Normally what they have you do is this, and then they say you have fine motor control. But that was not what the test was, and I'll get into sort of the specifics of the test in the next video. But yeah, so a lot of things I didn't realize I had issues with, I definitely have issues with, which is kind of nice to know in a sense, just because it sort of explains, like, oh, this is why life is so hard. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this one here, and the next video will be about physical therapy, what the tests were, what my results were, and like I said, it will be a longer video, because there's a lot. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day whenever it is you're seeing this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.